This one is Grandfather Buckra and the Paehae. Well, now it happens so that Grandfather Buckra had the biggest, the stupidest, the ugliest, the stinkiest, the noisiest, and the nastiest Paehae anybody had ever seen. The Buckra liked to call him King George, and he loved that Paehae like a brother. One day the neighbor them come say, Buckra, you know black people is good people, and they don't mind if you want to live with them and wrong them and side of them or underneath of them or on top of them or all in the middle and in between of them, excepting when that big stinking ugly Paehae of yours own that you likes to call King George, the knock down he pig pen that you likes to call the castle of King George, and what you set up right in the middle of the yard that you likes to call the kingdom of King George. When that Paehae come rooting up in everybody's business all over the yard and throwing down the clothesline with all the children them clean clothes on it and rooting up and rolling up in all the women them clean panty, rooting up and rolling over down in the dirty mud and stinking up the place and oinking up the place and squealing up the place like the last pig out of hell and waking up all the people them in the yard, which of late has happened almost every single night of the week and twice on Sunday. And Buckra, like we say, you know black people is good people and we don't mind. But Buckra, oh God Buckra, we think it's time you should go live among your own kind. My own kind, said the Buckra. My own kind? What kind of kind you think is my own kind? The boldest of the neighbor them say, we have contemplated and concluded that you should go live down in Cha-Cha-Tong. Cha-Cha-Tong, said the Buckra. Cha-Cha-Tong? Yes, sir, Buckra. We have decided you should go live with the rest of them Cha-Cha down in Cha-Cha-Tong. You think I is a Cha-Cha? You think I is a Cha-Cha? You lie. You lie. You don't know I is a white man. I ain't no Cha-Cha. Your mother is a Cha-Cha. No, the other neighbor say. No, not a Cha-Cha. St. Thomas ain't got no Cha-Cha no more. We don't use that expression no more. She mean to say you should go live with the rest of them down Carenages, down in Carenage. Carenage? Carenage? Who you calling a Carenage? Your mother is a Carenage. No, Mr. Buckra. That's the Frenchy them way to say French tongue. French tongue? French tongue? You think I should go live in French tongue? Yes, sir, Mr. Buckra. Everybody in the yard say you is a balahoo. That's why you should go live with the rest of the balahoo them down in Carenage tongue. Another neighbor piping, yes man, you can't see how it is. Guana should live with guana. Mongoose should live with mongoose. Guava then don't grow on a kennet tree, and you should be with the rest of the Frenchy down in French tongue. The Buckra hat now, he said, guana, who you calling a guana? Your mother is a guana. Not a guana, the neighbor say. Not a guana, you is a Frenchy. Oi, you stupid or something, you're damn forward and stupidity. I ain't no Frenchy. I's a white man you're talking to. Anybody could see I's a white man. What wrong with you? Anybody could see Buckra De Paehae is a white man. Buckra, said the very darkest of the neighbor them. Buckra, if you is a white man, I is a Frenchy. If you is a white man, why we don't hear you yanking, Buckra? Why we don't hear you yanking? Yanking, said the Buckra. You want to hear me yanking? Okay then, I'm come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee, but now I'm just a sailor in the U.S. Navy. You see what I tell you? The neighbor say, he ain't no white man, he can't yank, but he's a white man who can't yank. You ever see a white man who can't yank? The Buckra ain't no white man, he's nothing but a mouche. I say send him down French tongue. Oh yeah, said the Buckra. Oh yeah, Okay then, I can see I'm gonna have to talk real serious to y'alls. So y'all's gonna know that you is talking with a big time and important white man when you're dealing with the Buckra. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like the way some folks has been harassing and hog-tying me good King George, the pork swine, with your clothesline every night. And I'm getting tired of telling you so. But just so there's no hard feelings and this don't become some kind of fuse, I reckon I'm gonna pack up my saddlebags and take my herd, my bow hog, and mosey on down west. Yes, yes, Buckra, the neighbor say. Yes, yes, that's the best thing, Buckra. Mosey on down west to Chatterton. And my boy, that's when the real trouble start. Buckra and the Bohog went straight down to Frenchtown and walked right into the famous Normandy bar. It was around 11 o'clock in the morning, so naturally the place was almost full. Half of the man them were teaching high school, and most of the legislature was down there to get a good head start on the day, plus a few sailormen. Now the Buckra had done make up his mind that he ain't talking no more island talk, because he ain't want nobody to make no more mistake about the fact that he is a white man, true and true. From then on, he yanking straight. Well, maybe a white man with a little something else thrown in there, but all the same, the Buckra say he yanking straight. Well, my good Frenchy fellow, he said to the little barman, let me have the best red soda that you got in the place, and plus I wants to rent a little house from y'all down here in this here French town. That time a man named McGrath say, hey, wait, my son, wait. Where you think you're going with that bohog? This is the Normandy bar. Only the best of people could come inside of here, and we don't deal with no bohog down Frenchtown. We is fishermen down here, riders on the sea. You're in the wrong place, my boy. You better go north side, where you could join up with the rest of them riders on that donkey. And furthermore, you ain't no Frenchie. You must be some kind of double breed Dane man and the Puerto Rican from St. Croix. All this time 3 or 4 drunken sailor done feed King George the Bohog more than a quart of rum and coke, chased down with 5 or 6 cold shave for them, my boy, and the Bohog feeling it now. Oink, oink, squee, squee, oink, oink, squee, squee, said the Bohog. Then he take off running wrong and wrong in the Normandy bar, turning up and knocking down table and chairs left and right all over the place. This time he changed his tune, he bawling out, squeer, squeer, oink, oink, squeer, squeer. The next thing you know, the Bohog stop and start to swing and sway. He opened the eye them wide, and then he vomit up a green and yellow tidal wave of the worst stinking frat full of old drawers and panty you ever see. The sailor them killing themselves with a laugh, but the Frenchie them don't think it's so funny at all. Well, my boy, Buckra and the Bohog had to haul the hump out of Frenchtown. Man, the two of them run straight and all the way up the Marara gut through more Jack Spanish and Ketch and Key. Them boy ain't stop till they reach the very top of Crown and some ways down the other side. And that's how Buckra and the Bohog first arrived in Neltyburg. But before you know it, that Bohog King George were making trouble and terrorizing the poor people them out there, rooting up in the pepper patch and knocking on the clothesline. Well, until he disappeared Monday. Some people say King George the Bohog decided to go St. John and is the father and the grandfather of most of the worst of the wild pig and even some of the wild donkey them harassing the people them up there in St. John. Some other people say them Northside Frenchmen finally get to hold the Bohog and had the biggest roast pig of all time ever, that Bastille Day, down Hull Bay. But most of all, a taxi man say he knows for a fact that them boy from the agricultural station authority catch King George and dress him up like a tourist and put him on a tourist boat, and nobody didn't notice the difference between he and the rest of them till they reached back Florida, my boy. I don't know about that, but the part I tell you is what happened, and that's the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, Miss Gertie.